So you want to become a content creator this year, but you just cannot get past the awkwardness of being in front of a camera. I got you. In this video, I'm going to share how I moved from feeling awkward and shy in front of a camera to filming videos confidently, sometimes in one take. Now, something you need to understand is that camera shyness is not a character flaw. I mean, think about it. You're used to being by yourself and maybe talking with one or two friends, and then you pick up the camera, you want to film, and there are 1,000 or millions of people who are going to watch your video, and maybe in your head see your tiny quirks that usually you keep to yourself or your tiny circle of friends, or see every little movement and criticize every little movement in your video. That can be overwhelming and honestly can make you feel shy and unwilling to film your video content. However, practice makes perfect, and if you want to become a visual creator, then you need to find ways to get rid of the awkwardness and get rid of the shyness. Even the best of influencers, the best of creators, the best of TV presenters have struggled with this at one point or the other. However, what has separated them from that person who is camera shy is constant practice. My first tip for overcoming awkwardness and shyness is preparation. I'm sure if you have listened to how to, get yourself ready for public speaking and how to get in front of a camera, that's usually the first thing that they recommend, and it is true. Now, practicing looks different for different people. Sometimes people say talk in front of a mirror, or talk, or record yourself, or talk to a friend, rehearse in front of a friend. That can happen in so many different ways. For me, right, the way that I practiced was by showing up on Instagram first before I started my YouTube channel. So showing up on Insta story, showing up on my feed, recording a video, recording a tutorial. So I would maybe record a tutorial, but my face would not show, but you would hear my voice. And as I got used to hearing my voice in my videos, I started showing up on Insta story. So I'll take a video, record myself, and on few occasions, I started going live on Instagram. The first time I went live on Instagram was very, very chaotic. I was all over the place. I felt like I was rambling. I was very shy, and I ended the live quicker than I planned to. But these are the different ways that I have prepared myself for being in front of a camera, so much that I can come on here to give my tips to hopefully help you to come out of that phase of awkwardness and shyness. And the second important thing you want to do is be knowledgeable about your content. This is very important. When I just started up my YouTube channel, I used to talk about digital marketing tips, talking about platforms like Instagram, and sometimes on a few occasions TikTok and all of that. Now, that was good at that time, because I was just fresh out of retiring my social media management service, right? However, as I went further along, and the further I was from interacting with social media management clients, I started becoming less knowledgeable. So I started knowing less about social media management. And so what that meant was anytime I came on here to talk about anything that had to do with like platforms like Instagram and TikTok and strategies and boosting your engagement, for instance, on your social media platforms, all of those videos were usually very and highly scripted because I started to lack experience in that area. And so the only way that I could talk about that was from experience of other people, which can be inauthentic and contributes to making you feel shy and awkward on camera. So what you want to do is make sure that you're knowledgeable about what you want to talk about. So now that I have stepped into this phase where I'm sharing, tips and tricks and resources and business ideas for startup or newbie content creators, I feel more confident talking. I am going on and on, and that is because I am now speaking from a place of experience, right? I have come through that phase. I will still refer to myself as a startup creator, right? So I'm talking about things that I have either personally gone through or going through, and so I can speak confidently. I can speak without a script, because I know what I'm talking about. So if you're starting out your content, right, whether it's on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, make sure it is something that you are very knowledgeable about. That boosts your confidence in front of the camera. Another tip is to have a pre-recording ritual. Okay, so for me, for instance, before I actually start filming my YouTube videos, a lot of things go on behind the scenes. I would talk to myself while I'm getting ready, while I'm miking myself, or I'm either making comments about about how good I look, or I'm taking my camera or my phone rather to take a selfie, or I'm watching something on Instagram to calm myself down, or I'm sometimes cracking dry jokes. I'm just generally talking. I usually would talk to myself before I start filming. I'm not a mad person, but it's something that has worked for me a lot. They help to calm me down and get me in the mood to film and speak in front of a camera. In addition to having a pre-recording ritual, something else you want to do is try to warm up your face. All right, so you either practice smiling or take deep breaths, you know, or look for something that would calm you down. What you want to do is not make things look too serious. So you are telling yourself that you're having a conversation with a friend. If you're having a conversation with your friend, you usually would smile and relax your body. All of those things help, so you don't come out looking stiff and you're not like this when you're talking, or feeling awkward, or looking for things to fiddle with just to distract yourself. Practice smiling, you know, smile, stretch your face. I do that sometimes. If you see me before I film a video, it's usually very funny because I just do a bunch of things, a bunch of very random and quirky things before I start filming my video. But all of those things contribute to helping me feel relaxed and come off natural on camera, and that's something that you might want to practice. Now, after doing all of these, right, you're ready to start your video. Now, this tip is very important and honestly should come before you turn on your camera, and that is proper scripting, right? I used to film my videos without script, and that went on well until it didn't, right? So sometimes I would have gone through the entire video, and when I'm watching back, I realized that I forgot to mention some very important points. And so I started working with script. Now, scripting your video doesn't mean that you write word for word what you're going to say in the video, because what that does is that it will make you scared of missing a line. And when you are in that state of mind, you know, you can start to feel fidgety, and you might start, you know, rambling on camera, and all of those things will contribute to making you feel awkward and shy in front of the camera. All right, so when you're scripting, I usually like to keep it to either short sentences or clauses or bullet points, depending on what I'm talking about. All right, so for instance, I do not have a teleprompter in front of me, right? I just have my camera, my light, and my microphone. And this is what, this is what, you know, my setup looks like. So there's no teleprompter in front of me. So I am speaking off the top of my head. However, I do have a script on my phone, but it is nothing bulky, and that is why I can talk without, you know, looking at my phone or looking at my laptop or looking at my notepad. So when scripting your videos, avoid having unnecessarily long scripts. The script should serve as a guide, not a teleprompt on your hands or on your laptop or whatever. Now, the final step to feeling and coming off confident and natural in front of the camera is looking good. This is very, very important. All right, and if you're a lady, I'm not talking about makeup. I don't wear makeup, right? I'm not wearing any makeup on my face. Last time I probably wore makeup was in 2021 on my wedding day, and even before my wedding, I can count maybe not 2 hands, maybe like 4 hands, how many times throughout my life that I have worn makeup. All right, so I'm not referring to wearing makeup. I'm just referring to looking presentable. So is your hair looking okay? If you're going to show your fingers in video, are your nails groomed, whether it's your natural nails or you're wearing false nails? As a guy, is your hair properly combed? Do you know your beard trimmed? Whatever looking good looks like to you, make sure you look good and comfortable, right? If you're wearing anything to appear on camera, make sure you are comfortable in what you're wearing. So you're not filming your video and adjusting something, adjusting a bra strap or adjusting whatever it is. Come on camera looking and feeling comfortable, because I promise you it contributes to making you feel confident when you're filming. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, your first few videos will definitely be awkward, no matter how confident you feel. I'm very sure there are people who appear very confident right now on social media that have videos that make them cringe whenever they watch them. I do personally, but it is part of the process, right? So if you want to overcome shyness and awkwardness in front of the camera, you cannot do that if you do not record or film yourself. So your assignment for today is to pick up your camera, pick up your phone, film something, right? Whether it's a B-roll or just talking in front of the camera, an Insta story, whatever it is, film it and post it. A lot of times people watch your videos just once and they get the message and they move on. Not a lot of people are sitting down to overanalyze every single moment or quirk in your video. So sometimes it is all just in your head. Get out there, overcome your phase of shyness and awkwardness, and start creating your content. And welcome to the fun side of life. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up so that more creators can find it. And I will see you in my next video. Till then, stay safe, stay fabulous, stay blessed. Goodbye.